The angel and the cursed tablet. Okay, guys, it's good to see you. We're going to talk about some kind of deep things in this video. We're going to talk about some of the angelic orders because in the book of Revelation, we see the angels are executing the Most High's judgments on the earth. And there's a certain order and a way that this goes about, and it relates to certain angels, and they're doing things in heaven, in the spirit, before the throne, all right, however you want to call that, in the spirit realm, but it manifests with things that happen physically on the earth, okay? That's what we're going to get into in this video, how we do believe there is a very significant fulfillment of prophecy related to the Mount Gebal curse tablet, okay? If you don't know what that is, we'll get into a little bit of explaining later. It came out in the news around Passover this year. They kind of announced this basically most ancient Hebrew writing that's ever been known to the public. So it was a significant find in terms of the writing, but it was found in a place where there were two mountains, a mountain of blessing, a mountain of cursing. And it was in this mountain of cursing that a little amulet, okay, which we're calling a tablet, was discovered. Now, the discovery of the little tablet is a place called Joshua's altar on Mount Ebal, which you can see here. And don't lose sight of the fact that it was found in an altar, okay? So we're in the time period now of the third bowl, and the third angel poured out its bowl, and then there was a voice of an angel out of the altar that said, "Even so true and righteous are your ways, O Yahweh, for you have judged." Okay, so the angel comes out of the altar and makes this statement. Okay, so that's the third angel's message. All right, third angel's bowl, and there's another angel that instructs, that comes out of the altar and instructs to thrust your sickle, okay, for the grape harvest. All right, so again, we're having this imagery in heaven of an altar, and then an angel stating the command with the sickle, which we'll see. Now here's an example of one of the articles that came out. You can do a search on Mount Ebal curse tablet and find many other articles like that. We just want to just go over it real quick and show you a few things on the discovery. First off, the date. Where's the date on here? It's March 24th, I believe. Right here, March 24th, so just so you can see the timing of it. All right, behold, I set a day blessing and cursing, set a blessing on Mount Gerizim and a curse on Mount Ebal, as we explained before. So now it's become the cursed tablet. All right, if dating the tablet to the Bronze Age, 14 to 13 BCE is accurate, it's the earliest tablet by a century or two. Okay, so it's very, very early example of the text. All right, and this is what it says right here. Cursed, 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 cursed by the God Yahweh, or El Yahweh. You shall die cursed. Cursed you will surely die. Cursed by Yahweh, cursed, cursed, cursed. So there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 curses there, I believe. Or is it 10? 10. There's 4 in the first line. So 10 curses like the 10 commandments. And let's keep going here. And it talks about a little bit what we looked at before. So in Joshua 8:30, all right, this is where Joshua enters the promised land and builds this altar that we had shown you before. Yeah, so this is a good article. The people that found it, are really testifying to accuracy of scripture and stuff like that. But the lettering and everything dates it to the earliest archaeological evidence of this ancient Hebrew. So that's mostly what they are talking about. Mostly the people are kind of like, yeah, the Bible is true. Well, we know the Bible is true, of course. We're looking at the prophetic significance of this, okay? So the fact that this would only happen when the children of Israel enter the promised land per the instructions of Moses, as they would read the Torah before the people, all right? This is significant in the end of days, as we explained before, what we believe is a fulfillment, what Ron Wyatt said, that the tables will come out at the time of the mark of the beast. So there's lots of other articles. I'm not so much concerned with all the details here, guys. You can look up things like this. That shows the altar. It's amazing discovery. It really is an archaeologically discovery. It's huge. It's huge discovery. Can't be understated. But what was it? It was the significance of the tablet that really drew us to the fact that, yes, we believe that we should share and post something on this. So, guys, check this out for yourself. It's really, really amazing. And the first thing we want to talk about in the angelic orders is, something, many of these things have been revealed to us over the years. And sometimes what can happen is there's a particular angel that does something, but then that angel can also be performing one task, but then perform several tasks. So you could have one angel doing lots of things. You could have lots of angels doing lots of things. So we're not saying exactly who it is or who's doing what. But what was revealed to us was that this, what we believe has happened, is a significant moment in prophecy. And all the things that we have displayed here, we're going to try to illustrate physically these kind of deep concepts. Okay, so what happened is a friend had a vision of an angel holding a tablet. So in the vision, the person saw the angel holding a tablet. All right, they are clothed in white from the top to the bottom. They are holding a tablet. The person said, "Reaper." Okay, now a reaper there's a certain type of angel. It's called a reaper angel, to reap the harvest with a sickle. Okay, this person said, "Reaper." The angel was clothed with the sun. Okay, a rainbow-like halo going around, all right, holding a tablet. And the tablet was a destroying vessel, weapon, however you want to call it. Once we get into this, there's actually a lot of different words. This is not that easy to explain, but we're going to talk you through this, okay, in English. But we have to refer to some Hebrew text, and we have to refer to the Septuagint, which is the Greek Old Testament, to make sense of, okay, everything that's happening here. So the angel, rainbow, clothed in white, holding a tablet, and we get the word reaper. All right. And in the understanding of the person describing this, okay, there is a reference to the angel is in Ezekiel chapter 9. Okay, so we get an angel clothed in white. He's holding a tablet, destroying. Okay, he's a reaper, and we must look into Ezekiel chapter 9. Now, we're going to just summarize a lot of this without going too deep into it, but to let you know, all of the things that we show right here, okay, the tablet, the destroying weapon, the inkhorn, all right? Now, in Revelation, all right, instead of it being a tablet, now it's literally the person saw like a tablet, a thing like this, like an iPad or something, right? But in Revelation, he holds a little book. So most of us don't read books anymore. We read books on tablet, right? So we do believe that what we see modernly as a tablet is what the angel is holding. But in Revelation, he's holding a little book. Now, it is a book because the book was open. All right, so if a book is open, that's not a tablet. But this is the similar, all right, description. He had a book in Revelation chapter 10, all right, and the angel in the same order is this, okay? So that's how we know this. Now, when the person was describing this, I was like, I know what you're saying. I know what you're talking about. I know about this tablet, right? And what I had to do, I had to spend a lot of time studying this and doing word searches. And basically, I'm going to just refer to a few words that show us that it is, in fact, what we view as a tablet like this in modern times is actually in the Hebrew text and the Greek of Ezekiel chapter 9. So in the New Testament, when John the Baptist was being born, okay, before he was born, his father is Zechariah. And the angel Gabriel appeared to him and said, you're going to have a son. He gives him the prophecy. Now he was like, well, how? What do I? So he starts asking questions. The angel Gabriel strikes him with dumbness. He can't speak. Okay, so he goes into the temple. He's doing the sacrifice. He comes out. He can't speak. So when Elizabeth, his wife, has a baby, they say, what's his name? He can't speak. He says, give me a writing tablet. Okay, so they give him a writing tablet. That's what the word in Greek. Well, that word, writing tablet, that appears in Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 2. So what Zacharias does is he writes on the writing tablet, his name shall be John. And they were all surprised, okay? And I think what they're surprised is because once he wrote it, then his mouth was opened and he began to speak again around that time. I may not be telling the story exactly right. I'm just going by memory. But I'm just trying to reference the fact that we have a Greek word for writing tablet that appears in the New Testament, giving us a reference point for a modern tablet, iPad, okay? And so a similar word is used in one of the versions of the Septuagint, which is the Greek Old Testament, in Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 2. Because the angel, okay, there's two orders of angel. One has a destroying weapon, okay, and goes to destroy the people and brings judgment on the people in the city. The other one has, in the King James, it says an inkhorn. All right, an inkhorn. So an inkhorn, all right, meaning that he has something on his side like that holds ink, and then he takes a pen, putting in the ink, and he goes about marking the people that are praying, okay, for the wickedness and sin of the people that are crying out for the abominations. The angel with the inkhorn marks them with the taw. Okay, the taws represent the aleph and the tav. So this is the seal of God. So this angel is going about performing a task of what we see in Revelation chapter 7. The angel having the seal of God. Okay, so that's clearly what we see. But in the Septuagint, instead of inkhorn, they have writing tablet. Okay, so yes, in the text, if we look at the Greek in the translation, this angel, he's clothed in fine linen from shoulder to the feet, and he has a writing tablet. So this is so. Now, the purpose of this video is not necessarily to get into all of those aspects of the prophecy, because we do know that this angel has a major role in the book of Revelation. We call him the angel of the covenant because that's his title in Malachi chapter 3. And he does have a rainbow. Okay, the rainbow is in, I can't remember if it's Revelation 10 or 14. He's in both. Okay, and he is a reaper angel. All right, and he's a reaper angel, and he has a sickle in Revelation 14. Now let's talk a little bit about the sickle, because in Ezekiel chapter 9 it says destroying weapon. Okay, in English, in Hebrew it's also like destroying vessel. And in the Greek Septuagint, the word basically is destroying or hewing axe, it says, or it's basically to cut off or decapitate. Now, we have a similar word in Greek in Revelation chapter 20, verse 4. It says they were beheaded. Okay, so that word beheaded in Greek is very similar to the word destroying, meaning to cut off or decapitate. They were beheaded for a witness. Okay, so we have a similar word for that. Okay, they were beheaded. All right, or the destroying weapon for the sickle in Ezekiel chapter 9. Okay, so I'm giving you all this imagery and all this to try to make sense of what is the meaning? What does this all mean, Leland? Well, this is spiritual things. Yes, of course. So we're doing word studies to make sense, to explain to you what is happening with the angels. Okay, we believe that the angel is literally doing something with the tablet, literally doing something with the little book. Okay, little book meaning the Torah, the prophecy. Literally doing something with the sickle, because the sickle, okay, the angel has the sickle and it says, reap, okay, for the hour is at hand, okay, not just the time, just general time of the harvest, but a specific hour of the harvest. Now there is a specific hour, and that is Pentecost, because this is the wheat harvest, okay. So what it's describing there is we would count the weeks, okay, 7 weeks from Passover. All right, remember Passover, because it was in Passover that this CurseTablet came out, almost exactly on Passover. Then from that, we count 7 weeks, and we get to Pentecost, all right, and that is the hour of the wheat harvest. Okay, that's the hour of the wheat harvest. We're not saying this is the great harvest, but we're just saying in the prophecy, it's leading us to a specific time. All right, so that is certain things that we can see in time now. Now, after all that imagery we just explained, now let's talk about Ron Wyatt. Now, Ron Wyatt, he discovered the Ark of the Covenant, and we're going to kind of role play Ron Wyatt and role play what he said, all right, in the end of days related to the Ark of the Covenant and the tables of stone. And we're going to kind of explain what he said. Now, when he found the Ark of the Covenant, he said that there were 4 angels standing there. And this is actually some of the order of what we just showed you, is that there are actually 4 angels performing certain tasks. Okay, the order of the 4 angels goes throughout the book of Revelation. Don't have time we have other videos on that. But in a similar way, what the 4 angels do in Revelation 14 is they talk about the mark of the beast. And one of the angels told Ron Wyatt that what's going to happen in the end of days is the tables of stone will come out when the Sunday law is passed and the mark of the beast law is passed. So the Sunday law. Now, this is the abomination that makes desolate. The Sunday law is basically changing the Sabbath from Saturday to Sunday. This is what Pope Francis did in his Laudato Si. Okay, this happened in the fall of last year when we were watching for the abomination of desolation. Exactly as Ron Wyatt said, the Sunday law would pass. So he passed a encyclical that spread throughout, the world and world leaders and stuff to recognize the Sabbath on a Sunday. All right, so we knew that abomination of desolation, Sundays passed. We're like, all right, are the tables of stone going to come out? Because what happened is this: Ron Wyatt when he discovered the Ark of the Covenant, it's a box. It's similar dimensions to this box, not exactly. This one is too long, so it's probably should come to about here. But it's essentially a box. It has a lid on it, and then there would be 2 angels on either side. Now, the 4 angels that were present in the room and cave where Ron Wyatt discovered the Ark of the Covenant, they lifted the lid. So they lifted the lid, all right, they raised it up, and what they did is they took out the 2 tables of stone that were inside, okay, the Ark of the Covenant. So we're going to just kind of role play this and explain. So they took the tables of stone out of the Ark of the Covenant, okay, put the lid, back on the Ark of the Covenant. And now the 2 tables of stone were not in the Ark of the Covenant. All right? the 2 tables of stone are out, the angel takes them out, okay, and then the angel hands them to Ron Wyatt. So Ron Wyatt is holding the tables of stone. And the whole experience to him is like a dream. He's not really sure what's going on. So he doesn't know what to do. He's standing there holding them. And then what the angel does is he takes the tables of stone from Ron and then does not place them back in the Ark of the Covenant. He puts them in the cave, puts them somewhere in the cave, all right, on a shelf, all right, in the cave. So what does that mean? Why is this happening? Now, the reason we're showing you all this and displaying each one of these details is that if the tables of stone were to come out, all right, why were they not left in the Ark of the Covenant? They were left elsewhere, so they are separated from the Ark of the Covenant. Well, what we believe is that in Revelation chapter 11, verse 19, that the Ark of the Covenant is in the temple in heaven, so that it is taken from the place in the cave where Ron Wyatt saw it, that the Ark of the Covenant is taken and removed from the earth, and it goes into heaven. That's what we believe. Okay. Now, if it is, all right, that might explain why the Ark of the Covenant would be removed. It would not come out again, as it says in Jeremiah chapter 4. But that the tables of stone, they were removed for it, and they were left as a witness on the earth. Okay, so that they would come out. So we've been watching this closely to see if the tables of stone will come out. All right, now we also have to have an open mind to not say, well, it's got to be a certain way. So what we believe is that it may not be that the tables of stone literally come out in a way that they are written with Yahweh's own hand and they are displayed to this wicked and adulterous generation, but that they are displayed in a way, okay, to manifest the tablet. Remember how the angel, he had a tablet, okay, a tablet like, okay, a modern iPad. But, you know, in the ancients, what was it? It was the tables of stone, which is actually, you know, in stone, written with the hand of Yahweh. Now, what has happened is that around the time that the angel appear with the tablet, we get the revealing of the CurseTablet. Okay, the CurseTablet comes from Mount Ebal, the cursed mountain. When Joshua entered the promised land, he had an altar. We believe that the altar there is the altar, and that tablet, it's not big like this. The CurseTablet is very small. It's I don't even have something that small to represent, but it's basically like a centimeter. It's like this, okay? But it says on it, cursed of Yahweh. Cursed, it says, you shall die, okay? And so, you know, the angel has the tablet, all right? And then there's another with the destroying weapon, okay? And that, you know, will come out at the time of the mark of the beast. So the cursed is those that have taken the mark of the beast. So we know that the mark of the beast is here. We have the mark of the beast law. We have the Sunday law. Everything that Ron Wyatt said and everything it says in the book of Revelation, you know, has happened up until this point. So that's why we're with great interest watching to see what will happen with the tables of stone. Now, the tables of stone, we also believe as a prophecy would come out or something to their effect because this tablet is also in Isaiah chapter 9. Isaiah chapter 9 verse 1 says, there was a great roll, it says in the King James. But in the in the Hebrew, the word is a glassy tablet. Yes, a tablet. Literally, a mirror, it says. A mirror, a tablet. It's an iPad, okay? And then later on in the prophecy, it says that, to seal the testimony, okay, to seal the law. The law is the Torah, all right? So that we believe that when the tablet is visible, the angel with the tablet, then the Torah will come out. What's the Torah? The Torah is the Ten Commandments. The Torah is the tablets of stone. Okay, you see that? That's in Isaiah chapter 8. So these are things we've looked at for many years. We do have other videos on that, and we are interested to see what happened. Now, when this Mount Ebal, I believed straight away, yes, this is the curse tablet. This is relating to what Ron Wyatt said. All right, but was really once we saw the vision of the angel with the tablet, we were like, this is it, because it was also, he was the reaper. All right, and the reaper in the hour, okay, of the harvest is Pentecost. Okay, Pentecost happened a month ago. So that's the time period, all right, where we do believe that this curse tablet is talking about, okay, those that are cursed, the cursed mountain, Mount Ebal, for taking the mark of the beast, and that this is the table, the tablet coming out, the curse tablet coming out, and this may be what we see, what happens as a result of what Ron Wyatt's testimony was. We don't know. Maybe the tablestone do come out in a literal fashion. But if they don't, we can say that yes, the curse tablet does fulfill that, and that's why we have to have an open mind about prophecy, not to be like, all right, it's literally like this. We like, okay, let's watch and see if anything happens in the end of days. And we do believe in the principle of archaeological discoveries coming out, leading to fulfillment of prophecy. Many examples of that. The Parbar, okay, the Parbar gate, the west, showed us the location of the temple. Many of the other scribes and their seal impressions are very, very significant around the city of David, King David's tomb, all of those very, very significant in prophecy in the end of days, where the throne of David is where Christ will sit and reign in Jerusalem. So, again, what happened is we had the tables of stone that were in the Ark of the Covenant all the time. All right. Ron Wyatt basically describes that there were 4 angels guarding the Ark of the Covenant in the cave. All right. When they were guarding it, the angels took the lid. They removed the lid. The tables of stone came out. All right. Were removed from the Ark of the Covenant, placed, okay, in the cave. Now, the reason, again, we believe that this is so is because Jeremiah 4 says the Ark of the Covenant will not be seen because his throne will be in Jerusalem. So that the Ark of the Covenant is removed from the earth, it goes to heaven, which we see it in heaven in Revelation 11, verse 19. Thus, the table of stone being a witness and a testimony in the earth. All right, now, do they come out for the world to see, or do they represent themselves through something in archaeology very significant? That's what we believe. What's very significant is the discovery of the curse tablet in Mount Ebal. So I hope all that makes sense, guys. If the Most High leads, I'll do more of a teaching explanation on all these things, and there are many other examples of things I could show you like this, of prophecy being fulfilled, watching what the angelic orders happen in the book of Revelation, watch them manifest in the earth. Okay, so guys, thanks for watching. Okay, and we're going to conclude each message now with a voice came from the throne saying, "Praise our God, all you his servants that fear his name, both small and great."